What you need to know when booking a Universal Orlando vacation. So I'm Denise from Travel Brilliant, and I put on my e-t-shirt today because I realized we need to update all of our Universal content. If you've been living under a rock, I'm here to tell you that a brand new, amazing, just nothing we've ever seen before park is about to open at Universal Orlando Resort. It's called Epic Universe. So let's talk about some things that are going to be important when you're planning your vacation. And I'm going to start with tickets today. So my best advice, use a travel agent. Pick somebody like me who is well-versed in Universal Resort vacations, who can help you navigate all of this. And we also have some exclusive packages as well. So it doesn't hurt to use a travel agent. It doesn't cost you anymore. But let's talk about tickets because this is really important. And I'm going to put a little asterisk above that some of this is not yet going to apply to Epic Universe. Once we get through opening in probably the summer, we'll likely see some of this stuff roll out to include Epic Universe as well. But tickets. Tickets are really important, and tickets are very confusing because the names of the tickets are very confusing. So a lot of the times Universal is going to have a package deal where you buy X amount of days and you get a day free. And this is usually the best deal, even if it's more days than you need, but we can figure that out for you. So there's two types of tickets, your base ticket or your one park ticket. So that means that you get to go to that park. And you cannot hop between the two parks that are there now in the main component, which is Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Okay. So traditionally it's just a one park ticket and you get to pick one or the other. Now, all of my clients, for the most part, are going to buy a park to park ticket. The reason they're going to buy a park to park ticket is you want to go back and forth between the two and you want to ride the Hogwarts Express. So you need a park to park ticket to do that. Now, currently, most of these vacation packages are going to include a park to park ticket for multiple days for Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios and a 1-day ticket to Epic Universe. So if you take a 7-day vacation, you're only going to get 1 day at Epic. And that is to kind of control crowds, to make sure that it doesn't get overcrowded. So that's really important. Now, when we go into the warmer months, I often add a 3-park ticket to include Volcano Bay. So if you say, I don't want to do a water park, I'm not a water park person, remember that Volcano Bay is not a water park. It is an amusement park. It just happens to be themed around water. So I don't love water parks in general, but I love Volcano Bay because it's actually really cool. There's so much to do there. The food is amazing. The vibe is great. If you are sleeping on Volcano Bay, you're missing out. So all of our ticket packages right now are going to kind of be the traditional packages we've had for years, which are going to be the base ticket or the park to park. We usually do either a two-park, park to park ticket or a 3-park, park to park ticket, which is essentially a park hopper. And then now, while the opening of Epic Universe is happening, we're adding that 1-day Epic Universe. Now, we just got told that you can buy at the resort a 1-day ticket day of if there's availability. So you could potentially add another day to your Epic Universe experience. Now, we almost always try to put our guests at a on-site premier property. That's not necessarily because it's more expensive and we make more money. It's because when you stay at a premier property, you also get free unlimited express pass unlimited. And that is essentially your skip the line pass. So you're going to have a dedicated line for express pass and it's going to be unlimited, meaning you can go to a ride more than once. If you paid for that individually, it's going to start at about $129 per person per day. So it often makes sense for us to put you in that premier resort because you're going to get better amenities and you're going to get more for your effort, and it's going to cost less in the long run than buying that express pass every single day for everybody in your party. Now, again, we're going to go back to the caveat. This does not yet apply to Epic Universe. There is no express pass access in Epic Universe at this time. Likely once it's opened and it's, you know, running, we will see that added. The Grand Helios is a premier property, so you will get exchange that Express Unlimited for the classic parks, your Universal and your Islands of Adventure, but not yet. For Epic Universe. I know I just gave you a ton of information. This is over 5 minutes long. Use a travel agent. We're here to help.